we have this apple tree. When we were looking for a house sometimes last year, almost a time like this, June, July time, we came to have a look at this house. As we came to look at the house, we were taken to the backyard, obviously, because we needed to have like good look around the house. When we got to the backyard, I saw the apples that were ready to be picked. If I'm honest, I picked up one of them and I tried it, and it was really, really sweet apples. And so when we made the decision that we were going to occupy the house, I remember the guy who was offering it to us was asking, are you okay with having the house with the apple tree, or do you want me basically to cut it down before you guys come in? And I said, no, please do not cut down the tree, leave it for us. We would want to really, hi Alex, I can see you, my dear friend, we would like to have the apple, so don't cut down the apple tree. Obviously we moved into the house, which was around December time, and then it was really gloomy, dark, and there was nothing happening on the tree. Then come January, nothing. Come February time, we started seeing flower petals, white flowers, and I was like, oh, this sounds interesting. And as we're speaking now, we have quite a lot of apples. They are full on the tree. Obviously, some have been blown away by the wind, but we still have a lot once they're all ripe and ready to pick. We are not going to buy apples for a long period of time. As I was in the backyard the other day, like doing some stuff, I was thinking about this tree, and I was thinking about the fact that the person who grew the tree, or who planted, not grew, who planted the tree, if I'm honest, I don't know who it is. I don't know how long it took them to grow the tree. I don't know if they started with a seedling or if they started with just an apple seed. I don't know anything. But all that I know is that these guys planted the apple tree. They went away. They have left it behind. And some of us who were never involved in the planting, were never involved in tending the tree, are the ones who are going to be enjoying the apples. Obviously, if I continue to live, or we continue to live where we live at the moment, until for a long period of time, most likely my children will come to enjoy the apples that not even their parents really grew or anything. And I was thinking about that. Hi, Stacy. It actually made me think, because we have been doing series on relationships, and I was thinking about legacy. Samantha, I can see you. I was thinking about legacy, and I was thinking, Claire, which kind of a legacy will you leave behind? These guys have left a legacy of an apple tree behind for us, that we will live to eat those apples if that tree doesn't get cut down or something happens, maybe for generations. They've gone to where they've gone to. I don't know who that person is. As I said, we don't even know who they are, but we are benefiting from the fruit of what they planted so many years ago. And I was thinking about you and I, when we, let's say, die, that's the truth, one day we will die, isn't it? Or if we leave the room, when you're in the room and then you decide to leave the room, what do people say about you? What do people say about your friendship? What do people say about your character? When you leave the room, do people celebrate and say, thank God Alex has left, or thank God Stacy has left, or Samantha has left? Or are they like sad that you have actually left because there's something about you that rubs up on them so positively that they're like, we want more Claire. We want to have more of what she's telling us. We want to have more of her insights and things like that. And I was thinking to challenge us today in our soul care episodes to think about when we are not here, not necessarily we have died, eventually when we've gone for sure, that's something to think about. But when you're in a job, when you are in a school, when you are in a relationship, when you are in a church, when you are in whatever setting, what do people say about you? And when you leave the house, or when you leave the room, or when you walk away, do people celebrate that you have left? When you show them their back, are they like so eager and so thankful that this person has gone? Or do they feel like really missing you because they feel like you have been of an impact to their lives? Like this person who grew for us an apple tree, that we will be eating apples for generations, but we have no idea who they are. When people come, what is it that you are leaving behind? What traces or marks are you leaving behind? What is it that somebody can come back today and say, wow, I'm so glad that my life got to interact with XYZ, because this is what I've benefited from that interaction. I become a better person by interacting with this person. I've known to love more by interacting with this person. Or there are just some people that when they walk into the room, is like there's just sunshine that has walked into the room, right? There are some people when they come into the room, you can just see the atmosphere shifting because they carry presence with them. They carry something about them that makes them just special, makes them, they make it really easy to want to be around them, right? It makes them, it does make it much more nicer. You want to really just have some opportunity to rub around them and to interact with them. Are you one of those people? Or are you one of those people when you walk out of the room, somebody goes like, oh, I'm so glad they've left. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about it. And Alex says, is at the end of the day, when we look back through the looking glass of time, we realize we become the personality, I love that, of others, just as others become part of ours, right? I'll read that again, Alex. That's really too good. I need to read it again. It's at the end of the day, when we look back through the looking glass of time, we realize we become part of the personality of others, just as others become part of ours, right? When somebody looks at you, when somebody reflects back on time, what personality of you rubs on them? We carry something with us. We carry a presence, as I said. We can carry as you're saying, there's some people that can just come into the room and you just feel the weight. You're like, that was painful. But whereas there's some people that come into the room and you're like, that's some sunshine. They've brought some sunshine, even so it's a gloomy day. So as we are rubbing alongside each other, as we do this thing called life together, we will always impact people in one way or the other. As Alex rightfully put it, we will always one day get to a point where our personality is actually wrapped around and changed by the people that we interact, or with the people that interacted with us. And my hope and my prayer is that even as we are having these look at these soul care episodes, we can be those people that somebody can look back and say, I used to be a very grumpy person, but since I've come across Claire, I have changed. I'm no longer grumpy because I just want to carry the joy that she carries, or I want to carry this personality or this characteristic of this charisma that she carries, right? Who are you influencing? I said that to you guys last week, and I'm going to repeat it again. Who are you influencing in your life? Who is influencing you in your life? When you are not there, who is that person that will strive to be like you? I'm not saying carbon copy of you, because there's no point of having a carbon copy. Be yourself, be you, do you. Be yourself, do whatever that belongs to you. But at the end of the day, who is that person that, what is it that you're actually doing that somebody can say, you know what? I just want to be able to be, this is like a role model to me. I want to be like this person. I want to parent like this person. I want to work like this person. Are you a man or a woman of integrity? So that wherever you are in the presence of people, in the absence of people. It's not two-faced, masked person that if you're with someone else, you are this. When you change to the other person, you're the other thing. And at the end of the day, you confuse people because you're double-faced. You're masking one way or the other, or the legacy that you leave behind. Will people be saying, that was a pretender? I've known this person all along to be this, but is actually not this who they are. They're actually the other thing. Be real and ask yourself, when I'm not here, what will people say about me? When I'm not in a room, what will people say about me? When I'm gone, God forbid, when I've died, right? What will people say about me? What is it that I will be able to leave back, so that somebody can be able to come back and say, that lady who used to do YouTube, she used to talk to us about soul care, and as a result of her challenging me to forgive or to let go or to do whatever, I have become better. Or that lady that she was so committed to ABCD, she's influenced me that at the end of the day, I have become a better person. And so today's challenge is just reminding us, whether we like it or not, we are letters that will be read. We are epistles that one day somebody will look back and read. Maybe for some of us, it will be our children that will read those epistles. Some of us will be our friends. Some of us will be our relatives. Some of us will be our colleagues. And I'm wondering, if they were to read us, like a letter, what will they say about us? What will they think about us? What will they admire about us? Will they be like me, who's saying at the moment, thank God for that? I don't know whether it's a person, a couple, I have no idea. But they have done something that has impacted me. I love apples. After all, they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? I can have an apple a day for the rest of this year without necessarily paying a dime for it, because somebody went out of the way and thought, even though I'm renting this premise, I'm going to do something and I will leave some footsteps or footmark behind that somebody will be able to identify it. So that's a challenge for today. I'm not going to make this longer than necessary. Think about the legacy that you are leaving. Have a great evening, and I'll catch up again with you very soon. God bless and take care.